ICBVI, empowering blind and visually impaired Idahoans to achieve self-fulfillment by providing quality vocational rehabilitation and independent living services since 1967. Assistive technology.
Hello, I'm Brenda. Today I wanted to show you how to make your computer easier to see by changing the text, apps, colors, mouse pointer, and cursor. So to make these changes, we're going to use the search box in the bottom left. We're going to type in ease of access vision settings, enter. And the first change that comes up is the display where you can make text larger. It is a slide bar. You can click along here and you'll see that the sample text gets larger as you keep clicking to the right. When you find the size you want, you press apply and it'll make everything on the screen look bigger. The other area that you can change here is the size of your apps and text on the main display. There is an arrow pointing down on the right side of the box, brings up a menu. Mine is set at 150%, which is recommended. I'm going to choose 175%. Made everything larger even on this screen. The other area I want to show you that you can change is the background on your main page. And you may have noticed that I started out with a picture. It was hard to see icons with the picture in the background. And so I'm going to change this background to a solid color. And you get a lot of different pictures or a lot of different colors that you can pick from. I prefer the dark blue. And then I will show you how there's what my desktop looks like now. My icons are larger, my text is larger, and the background is dark, giving it a good contrast to easily recognize where my apps are. So I'm going to go back to ease of access. And over here on the left side, I'm going to pick cursor and pointer. And I'm going to change the size of this. Again, we're at a slider bar. I can click along the slider bar and the pointer gets bigger and bigger. You get an example of it right there. You can change how the pointer color is going to be. It's white with black background or outline. And here now we've got black with a white outline. And this is inverse, so it changes depending on your background. And then here you can pick different colors to have your mouse pointer. I prefer the black. I'm going to come down just a little bit in my pointer size. The other size that we can change here is the cursor. And the cursor is the blinking vertical line when you're entering text. And you can change the thickness of it. Again, it's a slider bar. As I keep clicking to the right on that slider bar, my cursor is getting larger and it shows an example over here in this box. You do want to make sure it's not thick enough that it covers your letter. And so I'm going to come down just a little bit. I want to be able to see the cursor. I just don't want it covering my letter. So I'll go out here with Word. And there is my blinking cursor. It's a lot thicker, easier to find. I'm going to go back to ease of access for vision settings. And this time on the left, I'm going to pick color filters. Now I can turn color filters on with this toggle button. I can choose what kind of color filters I want. This is inverted. I could make it grayscale, grayscale inverted. And then there's some settings for color blindness, changing the red and green in different, and then blues and yellows. So those are all a choice under color filters. And you can turn it off. It also shows you a key command that you can use, Windows key plus Control plus C, which would toggle it on and off wherever you're at, not having to go into settings. Another color change is high contrast. We can pick that from the left side. We can turn it on and off with this button, and you have 4 of them that you can pick from that are already made. And there's high contrast 1, high contrast 2, high contrast black, and high contrast white. Going to toggle that off, and those are the ways that you can change settings to make it easier to see. Play around with them. You find all those settings under Ease of Access Vision Settings.
We hope you enjoyed this video. For more information, see our website at www.icbvi.idaho.gov or contact our office at 208 334 3220.